I am sitting here with Billie Leigh. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Just wanted to sit down and talk to you a little bit. I know that you've got a lot going on in your world, so I wanted to give some of your fans and um, current fans and new fans just an opportunity to kind of get some more insight into you, who you are, and kind of what motivates you as an artist to create the music that you create. So I guess I just would start off by saying, if you would just describe your music for your fans so they know what they're listening to.
My music is basically life lessons, life experiences, um, everyday life, somebody's everyday life. Maybe sometimes my own, sometimes other people. Because I do sometimes draw inspiration from those situations that I see out in my everyday life.
Okay. And when you say that you draw inspiration, so when you decided, okay, music is the thing that I want to do, who were some of your musical influences that you kind of, I guess you can say that you kind of not borrowed from, but that you listen to that kind of inspire your style?
Lana Del Rey, Amy Winehouse, Adele, Etta James, Aretha Franklin. I love all of them. I feel like they really have wrote and sing about life experiences, broken hearts, dreams. So I really draw my inspiration.
Got you. So now let's just kind of get into it. No need to step around into this. Life experience seems to be like the biggest thing for you. With you do write all of your own material. Okay. So far my facts are right. That's good. So when you say with life experiences, if you don't mind, could you share some of those life experiences, whatever you feel comfortable with sharing, that have kind of molded your music?
For one, I am a sexual assault survivor, as childhood and as early or as late as age of 18. I'm very avid in speaking about that now. It was something that I was very closed off about. Very few people knew about it. I found power in my pen. I have found that when I write about situations or not even just situations in regards to that, but when I write about what's bothering me or what has bothered me, that I find strength in that. And when I have people reach out to me, which I do here lately, have a lot of women and even some men, young adults reach out to me telling me, hey, I really connected with Little Girl Gone or Stormy Weather or whatever piece of art that I have put out that they found themselves in. They reach out to me, and it feels good to know that I have reached people with my own pain. And along with that, just feelings of insecurity and being plus size. I've always been plus size, and I've not always loved the mirror. And at 25 years old, I am still learning. I think it's an everyday journey. I will have to travel until I get to my own nirvana. So that's where I'm at.
I love that. That is awesome. Because people always are going to have those struggles and those issues, and it's good to actually hear somebody admit, hey, I am still working on me. I'm still trying to get more confidence in me, but as I'm doing that, I'm willing to share that journey and that struggle with you so that you know that you are not alone in going through these things. So, I know that you have one EP that's currently out, which is called As I Am. Is that right?
That is correct.
Oh my God, my facts are going wonderful today. Usually I know what's now, As I Am has been out for about a year now.
It came out September 1st of 2017.
Okay.
It was my first, it's a small catalog, it's only 7 songs, but it was my first hello to music again in a long time. Because at one point I had put that dream away, but just in the last few years, I'm like, I really would like to go for that. And that was my way of opening up and saying, hey, this is me as I am today at this point in time. These are the things I've been through. These are the things that I want other people to know that I've been through, or maybe, hey, even touch their lives as well.
Gotcha. So just taking a look here, like you said, As I Am is an EP with 7 songs on it. Some of the title include things like It Hurts to Be a Girl and Had to Do with Stormy Weather, which is one of my personal favorites. So just looking at these titles, is it safe to say that you are kind of diving into some of the things that you did experience as a child and into your late teenage years with, abuse and things of that nature?
Little Brick Gone is a song on the EP. It's the last song, and it is the last song for a reason. It's basically the final blow to say, this is who she is, this is who she was, and this is what they'll every song that I wrote on that particular EP is about my life. Stormy Weather was a relationship song. It Hurts to Be a Girl was basically my body image issues and not loving what I see in the mirror. And that some of that is, not even just from childhood, teenagers. This is me at 25. But
Right.
That was me at age 24 at the time. So that's where I was at with that.
Okay. Cool. So if we kind of switch gears just a little bit, musically, if you could pick someone, dead or alive, doesn't matter, to do a collaboration with, who would be that number one person?
It's Marshmallow time. Today,
Michael Jackson. Why?
now,
As famous, as popular, as loved as he was, he did not like what he said.
we can not about this
He spoke about that avidly in interviews. I believe he even spoke about a 1993 interview with Oprah, and that should tell you how much I loved him. I was born that year, but I have seen that interview. He was teased about his stains and his complexion, and he had acne. I connected with that. I connected with the fact of, so here's someone who has accomplished so much in their life, and they are still battling with their past. Someone that has worth millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, and even that could not buy. It couldn't heal that.
Right.
That was a journey I think he carried with him throughout the duration of his life until the very end, and he knew pain. I connect with people that I feel like truly live and breathe their artistry. They feel their music. They don't just write just to be writing something. They live it. So he is someone that I was very crushed when he died. Actually, I was at Bible school when I got the news and people were talking Michael Jackson. I was like, who are they talking about? Who in this church is named Michael Jackson? It was like, no. It was like, no, this singer. I cried so much I had to go home.
Oh, wow.
I was at I wasn't at my own church. I was in a friend's church, and it was mainly Caucasian. So when I started, crying, I actually had to be taken home. I was so distraught. I loved him.
Wow, that's awesome. Now, just like you have that connection with Michael Jackson, as an artist, I know you want people to feel and understand your music and connect with you on that level through your music. And I know that you said that you've gotten a lot of people that's reached out to you via social media and things like that as you became strong enough to actually share your story and let people know it's okay to speak out when things are happening that shouldn't be happening. Um, how does that make you feel, actually being able to talk to those people that are being impacted by your music?
Full, warm. I love it. I love when someone reaches out to me and tells me, I want you to know that you have helped me so much and you were so brave and you're so courageous. And I have to remind them, no, I'm just like you. And one day I hope you find the strength to tell your own story. Thank you for reaching out to me. I try to take time to respond to everybody. It may not be that very moment, but I get back to it. Because I know what it's like for someone to not see me. And when people reach out and tell me that you saw me, or even when I have even had some women say, "Oh my gosh, you're the woman from the song, from the post, from the this, from the that," and it's just as if I'm someone that I've made it and I haven't. You know, it feels good to know that I'm impacting and I'm helping in my own little way the vast majority of people that I come across.
Now, I do know that you're also working on a new EP currently, which is called On the Mend, right? Now, I know On the Mend is kind of like the next step in your process that you went through, you know, whereas As I Am was more of a, this is, you know, these are the things that I endured. These things are what shaped me to be where I am now. On the Mend is more about you kind of rebounding from that and facing some of those issues. So, let the fans know, give them a little bit more insight to this new EP that's coming out.
On the Mend is a little more aggressive, it's a little more honest. As I Am was honest, but I was still weak at that time. And I'm still weak now. I'm working through it. Again, it was more aggressive. It's more, you hear a little profanity, you hear a little anger. You get to know me in my current state. The songs on that, they may be some things I went through in the past that I just now feel comfortable talking about, just like As I Am, excuse me. I'm more bold, I'm more strong, the tempos, the beats of the songs are different. And I open up in a way that I'm even worried about if, you know, family would be approving of some of the messages that I'm sending, some things about my personal life. But as I'm a grown woman now. I've been a grown woman for a little some time now. I feel like I'm at the point where, you know, I take care of myself. I can speak my truth and in its entirety and not worry about what anyone has to say. And I want to help other people do that as well. Like I said, some of the people that reach out to me, they tell me how much I've helped them. Okay, I'm really excited when this project comes out. Like, you know, you really went there and really opened up.
And for anybody that's wondering, our background singer today is Liam. Liam is Billie's son. He's joined us today. He's off camera, but he's having a ball behind us. I kind of wish I could go back to the day when that's all I had to do was lay around on the floor and just find things to entertain myself with. But that honesty, I know it takes a certain amount of courage to actually open yourself up and continue to be that honest and continue to share and let people see that vulnerable side of you. And I know that in our community, especially, that vulnerability is not necessarily encouraged. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things where we are taught that regardless of what's going on, to present this stoic appearance and this stoic persona to people. So have you ran into any issues in this process of opening up and being honest and, you know, sharing your story? Have you ran into any issues that have kind of made you question being so open?
Yes. Not more so in some of my songs that are more ballad-like, but when like Little Girl Gone, I tell a story. Little Girl Gone chronicles the day that I was sexually abused as a child. And, you know, I'm not going to say I didn't have support from family, but it was that Is she going to talk? Is she going to talk about it? Not saying that they wanted me to hold it in. It's just that if you're not comfortable with something, you have mixed feelings about it. And I think some of it was general concern for my well-being as well, being as sensitive and timid as I have been. Like, are you really prepared for that? Are you really ready? But at some point you get to the point where it eats at you so much, you have to let it go. And I found a positive way to do so. And going along with what you said with our culture, with my new EP, some situations and the songs, if you really listen clearly, they don't put me in the best light sometimes. But that's life. We are all sometimes have found ourselves in situations that are less flattering or, we're not necessarily proud of, but you have to own it.
Right.
And in my new EP, On the Mend, I own it. I own everything. I own the past, the things that weren't my fault, the things that are, and the things that I'm going to do in the future. So I'm very excited about this project and opening up. That I have come that far in my journey to where I can say that I'm okay with who's not okay with it.
That's a wonderful place to be, though. That is a wonderful place to be. Being there allows you to grow.
Yeah.
So kudos to you for reaching that place. I guess I just kind of want to wrap this up and give you the opportunity, if you could look into the camera and just talk directly to your fans, your followers, even people that may not necessarily know who you are, but have a similar story. Let them know what you want them to know from your music, your stance, and what you're about. This is your opportunity to give the world a clear picture of Billie Leigh. Go for it.
2 years ago, or almost 2 years ago, I released As I Am, the EP. That was my way of taking my stand against my heartache, my heartbreaks, my indifference. Singing may not be your thing. Writing may not be your thing. Whatever your thing is, I want you to go out there and I want you to chase it. I want you to do it, and I want you to do it well. I was a very broken young woman, and I'm still healing. I'm still working on myself. And if I can inspire others by pushing through and following a childhood dream, I know that anybody watching this that's going through a hard time, I'm speaking directly to you. You can do it. You can push through. You can overcome. It's not going to be easy. Communication is key. It may not stop problems from arising, but they can help when problems arise. You can do it. Just know that I believe in you. The people that have been backing me and reaching out to me, perfect strangers, I thank you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing my story, watching my journey. And I wish you well on yours. I hope to be on your TV screen soon. I hope to be in your magazine soon. I can't wait to meet you all. And I want to thank you for taking the time to watch me today.
And Billie, let them know where they can find your current EP if they like to take a listen to some of your previous work.
As I Am is on iTunes, Google Play. It's also on Amazon. You can find it on those 3 platforms for sure.
Awesome. And how about if I want to get in contact with you? What are some of your social media contacts?
My Instagram is I Am Billie Leigh, IAMBILLIE, LEIGH. You can also find me on Twitter, Billie Sings _ BILLIESINGS _ You can find me on Facebook, Billie Leigh Music, and it is separated in between all 3 words. You can find me on those 3 social media platforms.
Well, guys, we want you to keep up with Billie Leigh because she's got some really big things going on. In closing, we're just going to play one of the songs from her previous EP. Do you have a particular song in mind that you like to have to play in closing?
Let's go with Stormy Weather.
Stormy Weather it is.
It was so cold.
How do you feel?
I knew I was gonna go.
Yeah.
We saw that.
Yeah.
That's just my. He's like, ooh, I like what you said. I was like, okay, it's going well.
Yeah, let's go. Like, and that's the thing. You know, I wanted. That's why I just wanted to keep it conversational.
He even pretty good.
Yeah. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up taking a video, editing it, and I'll give it to
It was so cold outside, sorta like my arm. But he don't care about what hurts me. He don't care because it's just me. 'Cause it's just me. I tell him we can never be friends. I let him know and then had to come to us. What's love? I never found out. I just wanna get better. Because loving you like story I just wanna get better. Because loving you like story how could you do this to me? Do this to me? Lie and say you love me, but your heart is really empty. It's really cold. Now set me free.